Imagine my absolute delight when I find on YouTube a flat earther who's created his own model. Then imagine how much more excited I am when I find a video of him explaining this model. Well, imagine no more, because I'm going to show you that video. And you're going to see just how hilariously bad it is. Roll the titles. Hello all and welcome along to another video with me, Simon Dan. Thanks very much for joining me. Right, on with today's video then, which comes from a channel called Geocentric. Their video is titled FE101, and he's basically going to walk us through his model. The thing is, it's not at all good. Here we go.
Here we go. Here is a model of a flat Earth. Okay. Got the tropics, Tropic of Capricorn. This is the -24th south latitude, center pad of the sun. This is where the sun moves throughout the year, from the north to the south.
Music licensing.
To the north, there's winter in Argentina. The sun moves to the south, there's winter in America. Alright, I have the moon right here. Zoom in on the moon. Alright, this is a top-down view of the moon, and you can see that there is a crescent.
A crescent that would be seen differently in North America than it would be by people in Africa or Europe. Straight away he's run into a problem. And the very fact that you've got crescents tells you that your moon is spherical, yet somehow your Earth is not. Interesting.
This moon crescent, you don't see it that well because there's a cursor right in front of it. The closer it gets to the sunlight, the bigger the shading of the moon gets. The shade right here. So you have the moon phases. When the moon moves to the north, it grows bigger. When it goes closer, it grows smaller.
Music licensing. Imagined.
Of course, this is a top-down view from the camera. And I can be on the bottom side of it too. There you go. There is the moon phase that you will get. Because we're looking at the bottom side of the moon. That's exactly why you can only see one side of the moon.
But if that's the case and you only see the bottom side of the moon, then in your setup there would never ever be a full moon. This model has more holes in it than a slice of Swiss cheese.
Okay, so that covers a basic explanation of the moon. I also have in this model right here basic presentation, representation of our magnetism. There we go. Alright, so when the sun moves, so does our magnetic fields. This is just a simple presentation. It's not nothing scientific at all. It's just an example.
And a bad one. What is powering this magnetic field? Also, magnetic fields don't work like that. On the globe, Earth's magnetic field is dipolar. Lines flow from the south magnetic pole to the north magnetic pole because of convection in the liquid iron outer core. They don't sprout like fountains over a dinner plate.
So we have evidence that a compass doesn't work in Antarctica, and that's exactly correct. Because our magnetism comes only from the north. There's no south magnetic pole. There's nothing south. It's all bogus.
Compasses actually do work in Antarctica, but they become less reliable the closer you get to the pole, because field lines are vertical there. And if magnetism only came from one pole, the field lines he drew in his spaghetti model couldn't exist. They would need somewhere to end. Magnetic fields are always dipolar. You can't have one without the other.
Just hide this right here. Alright, this is the 4 continents that are missing on the map that we believe exist in the north. So this is what we call Hyperborea. This is what we call Black Rock Mountain. This is what we call Mount Peru. All different terminologies that had 4 continents on old maps, and I'm talking about maps in between 1500s, 1600s, and 1700s. beyond 1800s and beyond, they started occulting all this information of the North right here.
When cartographers of the 1700s reached unknown space on a page, they often filled it with mythical places, or labelled it "Here be dragons." As exploration and surveying advanced in the 18th and 19th centuries, these speculative lands were removed from maps, because explorers actually looked there, and they found nothing but ice, sea and mapped coastlines.
This is a top-down view of the map. So this is South America, North America, Africa, Asia, or Russia, India, Australia. And this is the ice wall. This is the ginormous ice wall that we're seeing now in 2025. Well, it was out already in 2015, but nobody believed it in 2015 because nobody believed conspiracy theories in 2015. Now it's all out in the open.
Well, it's not really, is it, my friend? And that was a photo of an ice-capable research vessel. It's parked against the edge of a giant ice shelf, basically a floating glacier that extends over the sea. Now, these shelves have been drilled, surveyed, flown over and photographed endlessly. They're dynamic moving rivers of ice. But you're going to sit there and try and claim that that is Antarctica's ice wall? Dear oh dear.
And I've seen it with my own eyes without all that AI CGI generated images, so it's real. I believe in it.
What, the edge of the Antarctic coastline? Yes, it's real, as it's a continent and has a coastline. Oh my word.
So here's a top-down view on how the sun moves.
Music licensing.
East to west. Sun moves to the north and then to the south also. Of course, in Antarctica, I have an artificial light right there to show this right here, because I love the North Pole. There you go, boom. Right there. So when the sun moves closer to the north, it's gonna give the north 24-hour sunlight because it's closer to the center of it.
And how exactly is it giving Antarctica 24-hour sun then? Because we've seen that that does happen. How does your model account for that?
Alright, there we go. So here's a compass right here. Very basic explanation.
Artlist.io.
So if you're a little bit familiar with compass, screen that I have on the left side right here. Pull this up. It's bigger so you can see it good. Compass has cardinal directions. So it's basically you're seeing straight forward or you're seeing directly to the north. Polaris or the North Pole. That's where the compass is pointing at. That's where this compass is pointing at also because I have it locked to the north.
Technically, a compass points to the magnetic North Pole, which at the moment is around 965 kilometers away from true north. But yes, please continue.
So if I take this compass and I move it around, you're gonna see that it's locked to the north. It's locked to the north. Okay, let me remove this for a second. It's locked to the north. So if I go from Brazil in a straight line to
Artlist.io.
West Africa, the compass is rotating counterclockwise and it's changing my cardinal direction that I'm moving towards and exactly how a compass works.
Actually, magnetic declination, which is the angle between true north and magnetic north, changes depending on where you're standing on Earth. Move from Brazil to West Africa and that declination changes. So the compass bearing you need to face true north changes too. The needle rotating as you move is exactly what science predicts on Earth being a globe.
And this video is a little bit specific
Licensing
on the
reimagined.
compass because I want to address the compass issue. So I have an airplane that I've made that is going to travel from Brazil to Ireland. So it's flying in a straight line. I'm going to make it fly directly from Brazil to Ireland. So if I take this airplane and drag it around, you're going to see that it seems like the airplane is moving on the bottom, but that's not actually what's happening. What's happening is that the compass is locked to the north. And when I move it left to right, if you focus in on the airplane, you can see that the airplane wings are straight and it doesn't move clockwise or counterclockwise. That's because the compass is locked
Reimagined.
to the north. Exactly how it works on an airplane.
On a globe, the shortest path between Brazil and Ireland is a great circle route. On a flat Mercator-style projection map, that line looks curved. On top of that, compass headings change gradually over a long-haul flight, by the way. They aren't locked.
So I made an animation of it going forwards. 221. So if I hit play, if I put this right here, there's a line that aligns straight on the airplane. I'm gonna activate this line right here also. See this line right there?
Artlist.io.
Okay. This line goes all the way to Ireland. This line right here is telling the airplane's cardinal direction. Okay, so while the airplane is moving forward and it's going to Ireland, the cardinal direction right here is also changing. You can see that it started off around 20 degrees.
So your compass heading changes on the way to Ireland. Congratulations, you've just proved great circle navigation. His model accidentally demonstrates why flat Earth navigation fails. On a flat disk, the bearing wouldn't change smoothly like that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
So all the hocus pocus that they show you of a globe spinning through a universe, moving chaotically at very, very high speeds at 1.2 million miles per hour is a bunch of hogwash. In my opinion, we're on
Music
an
licensing.
infinitely vast, stationary topographical plane of existence. There's more land beyond the southern 60th latitude. This is why the Antarctica Treaty exists. It's all sugarcoating on how they're protecting Antarctica, ice and penguin snow. There's people that control those people that control us here. They collaborate with those people out there, and they're more powerful than them, so they rule over them in order to keep us in control and under wraps.
Well, this is a fanciful little idea of the world, isn't it, Geocentric? Unfortunately, you can't prove any of it. You just say these things and then hope they're true. Well, there we go, everyone. What do we make of that model from Geocentric there? Let me know in the comments below. As always, as I say, we're done and dusted for another one. Thanks so much as ever for watching today. If you enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that thumbs up button too. It'd be very much appreciated. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow where a flat earther's having a pop at me. See you then.